evening and welcome to the Poker Lounge. This is the most exclusive game in town. 6 of the world's best players competing for a cool $120,000. At the table this evening, Huck Seed, winner of the 1996 World Series of Poker main event and reigning late-night poker champion. Former tennis professional Patrik Antonius from Finland. He holds an EPT title and has won over $2.8 million in tournament prize money. What Andy Bloch doesn't know about the mathematics of poker just isn't worth knowing. This American has amassed over $4 million in prize money in his illustrious card-playing career. Our online qualifier tonight, Brian Andrews from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He cashed in a World Series of Poker events in 2007. Canadian Gavin Smith, winner of a WPT title in 2005. He's accumulated over $4.5 million in tournament winnings. And Jennifer Tilly, Academy Award-nominated actress and WSOP Ladies Event Bracelet winner, otherwise known as the Unibombshell. So that's the lineup. Let's get the cards in the air.
Thanks, Millie. This is our first look at this tremendous new event, and the lineup certainly one to savour. A little bit of accountancy before we begin. Each of tonight's players starts the game with $20,000, represented by $10,000 in chips and $10,000 in cash.
Raise to 600.
Patrik Antonius wastes no time getting into the action, raising it up with the 10-9.
Call.
Andy Bloch calls. And here is Gavin Smith, sporting his trademark cap.
I'll play with those two young lads.
And the glamorous Jennifer Tilly calls in the big blind with the pocket ducks, so we're full-way to the flop.
4 plates. Check.
Antonius has gone into the lead with queens and nines.
Bet 1,500.
But it is Tilly leading out with 2 pairs.
Call. Call.
Andy Bloch has an up and down straight draw.
Pass.
Gavin Smith decides to get out of the way in the face of all that action.
3 players.
That ace changes nothing.
Check.
Antonius still has the best hand.
Bet 3,100.
Those purple chips are worth $500, the white chips $100.
Pass.
Well, I don't need any more TV time
Pass.
because I'm going to be here for a long time, so I'm just going to...
Not if you keep firing at 1,500 empty every flop.
I thought I had the best hand. Apparently, I was wrong. I didn't expect 2 people to call.
I know.
That was like, somebody's got a queen. Besides me.
Pretending they had a queen.
I think Patrick had a queen with a better kicker, so I folded. Were you? That was a good float the flop sort of pretend
We're
thing
talking
that
about
you
floating
did.
so much.
I didn't pretend I had a queen.
Overcall floated first. He pretended he had a queen.
Floated, but
He pretended he had a queen.
I had a really nice hand, and I really
He's just
pissed off
thinking,
that it
like, what
didn't
would a
turn out
neck do in this spot?
Pass.
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 better.
He
Pass.
raised with 5-4 offsuit.
Who did?
He did.
When?
One just last hand, floated the
I
flop.
like that, Huckleberry.
When you checked, he's like, okay, I can take this.
Didn't expect it
I
to.
know Andy doesn't have a queen. He knows I can't call
600.
What'd you do?
I raised
Okay,
to 600.
just to let you know next time.
Oh, I have to put in more chips.
Next time you should say raise.
Right,
You
that's
know, the
true.
silly rule. But
Yeah.
I believe you were
right.
intending to raise, so I called.
I don't have to raise. I can make it
No, no, if you
200.
intended to raise, I'm happy with it.
Now that,
Raise
now that,
600
now
and
that
call.
Huck called, I'm just happy just to call.
Aren't you guys both a couple of happy campers?
We are happy campers. I check.
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 I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna be verbal about it since I.
Well, now, I mean, you can just put it in.
There you go.
Bet 1,000.
That wasn't verbal.
Yeah, I said, here you go. Here you go.
Yeah, I thought you'd
Yeah.
be.
That means
Wait a
that I
minute.
didn't accidentally knock some chips off the top of my stack. I'm saying I intended to put these chips into the pot.
Raise to 4,000.
What is going on? Why is
going on?
everybody bullying me? Pretty sure I have the best hand. Yep, still got the best hand.
It didn't get any worse.
Cards did not change.
I don't know, and then I have to make it like 12. And now I've showed like here, and then Huck will go all in, and then I'll fold, so. I know I have the best hand, I'm just gonna say that, so I'll look good when I'm folding, but.
Well, you won't actually. If you know you have the best hand,
You know the
and
best
you
hand,
do,
you should just move on with
you
it.
should just move on, yeah. Andy would tell you that's the correct math play.
Yeah, if you make it 12, you're gonna fold. If you make it 12 and he moves in for, you only got 6 more because you lost 2 the first hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, I think I'm just gonna have to slow down, be super cautious, play the top 10 premium starting hands, which I know from reading Sklansky's book what they are.
Did you read the right copy? Or did you get that?
You didn't read Phil's?
I
You
got-
get the Sklinski
Or you didn't watch Phil's video
Misprint.
series?
I got a book that my dad sent me that he bought in 1969 for $39.
year?
1969. It was all dog-eared and highlighted.
Pass.
So it's probably not up to date.
No, I just do it because they
Raise
say
it.
that.
Yeah, you don't have to say.
And then it speeds up the
Okay,
game.
that was good. I like
I'm
how
doing
you
it.
Raise to
raised.
Well, I was
500.
going to throw 5 right, so let's go this way instead.
I'm gonna re-raise.
Raise to 15. Pass.
It's really active.
So Gavin Smith facing a re-raise with his ace-king.
Re-raise to 6,000.
Wow, everybody is ganging up on me. Well, I have the button.
It's true.
All right, I go.
Call.
How the hell are we going to do this?
Okay, it's 10 for 6,000.
Can we just take that apart and pull out some
tens for
$100 bills?
6,000, it's
All right.
fine.
Put the 6,000 cash in and take the 4 back.
All right.
Take it apart. You could make it.
And Gavin hits a king on the flop to become a massive favourite in this hand.
Gavin has 6,000.
Gives Jennifer
Check.
the chance to get into trouble. She checks. But that queen might get her in bother.
6,000.
What do you have? Gavin, if you could tell me that would help.
I
me
could
with
tell you
the
that, but then I'd have to kill you, and I really don't want to kill you. I'd rather kill Phil.
No, you won't have to kill her, but you would get.
I go.
It's 12 as well.
This is now a huge pot at this early stage of the game. That 10 on the river might slow the action down a bit, as a jack would give somebody a straight.
Bet
Wow.
all in.
Now I don't know what to do. How much do I have left?
He puts you all in, yeah.
40, you have
He covers you.
40.
400.
I have 5.
Kevin, is this like some crazy 3-barrel bluff that got away from you, or did you have like pocket aces to start out with? You seem really strong. Did you hit a set? If I fold now and I'm wrong, then the YouTubers are going to really come after me. And I really would hate that. Andy Black fired a 3-barrel bluff at me, made me look really stupid.
That's Andy Black, not Andy Bloch.
I thought. Show the bluff.
Pass.
Wow.
Nice hand
Oh, is that
there.
Welcome back to the Poker Lounge, where all 6 players in our star-studded lineup are still alive. Let's get back to the
I
action.
re-raise, you're supposed to fold.
No.
You're not supposed to re-raise me.
I had to get a hand full.
What did you have?
Ace king.
You did not.
Pass.
Gavin Smith not lying. And in fact, he's running hotter than a stolen car. Look at that, pocket kings.
Raise to
Okay, let's see
500.
If I have one of the top 10 starting hands. No, I do not. I'm folding.
Pass.
Okay. Now, anytime I come into the pot, I'm going to have a really good hand. If I go all in, expect a full house, even if the board is not paired. That's the way I roll.
Call.
Andy Bloch calls from the big blind with the rag king in hearts.
2 players.
Check.
Gavin Smith way out in front with his pair of kings.
Check.
7 changes nothing.
Check.
Check.
It's going to be hard for him to get any money out of the maths whiz, Andy Bloch.
Bet 900.
Anybody changed? Nope.
Pass.
Might have come on this one, Mandy. Kings. Ooh, so I was in trouble. You should have took again.
Why didn't I pick seat 5 out of the mix? Why did I pick seat 6?
You wouldn't have even played that hand.
What?
You didn't even play kings.
That's not in the top 10 hand.
I wouldn't have played kings because, you know what, somebody could have an ace and hit an ace, and
Wow.
then I
Someone
would...
could have a 7 and hit through 7.
That's right.
That would piss me off if you had something.
Now, what if I had king 7? Why didn't I have king 7?
I think we should have, like, ring girls. They come around every time the levels go up in
Why don't you do it?
bikinis. No, we need younger, firmer ring girls.
I think that your age and firmness are just fine.
Pass.
Don't
Pass.
let Phil hear you say that.
Pass.
Why? You would think Phil would be happy to hear that.
Raise to 500.
Smith with the button raise.
All in.
Re-raise all in.
And Tilly decides her hand is strong enough to make the all-in move. She's short-stacked. Huckleberry Seed has got a very decent holding. Ace-jack off. You've seen a raise and a re-raise.
I guess I'll let you bully me one time.
Pass.
Yay!
And
I won
pass.
one. I hope that goes on YouTube. Look, Jennifer bullied Huck Seed and made Gavin full of drinks. They think I'm joking.
I'm not very happy about it.
What are you drinking?
I don't know. Whatever they
Drink for
have
the
is
table?
cheap and plentiful.
Jennifer survives, so still a full table of 6 players here at the Poker Lounge in association with Full Tilt Poker.
I think instead of J Tilla the Killer, my new nickname should
That's a
be...
damn good nickname, and I don't feel like you're utilizing it enough.
I'm trying to. I had a jacket made with J Tilla the Killer.
J Tilla the
It
Killer
just
is
didn't
awesome.
catch on.
It should catch
Plus.
on. I can make it happen.
Plus.
I make nicknames happen. I can make it happen. I'll make it happen during the
Okay,
series.
I like
Raise to 900.
that. I don't like being the unibombshell. That
Yeah, I
implies
hate that. That's ridiculous.
I'm primarily decorative.
Kind of like that one.
Adjunct of Phil. It's like Beverly
No,
Hills Post Office.
No, J Tilla the Killer is where it's at.
Yeah.
This is our first look at Brian Andrews, our online qualifier tonight. Ace-king in hearts.
The kid from Milwaukee comes in,
Re-raise to
raises Patrik Antonius and Bloch
3,600.
without so much as a tremble, without so much as a quiver.
Pass.
Antonius is happy to take him on with his suited
Call.
connectors. And does that price in Andy Bloch to make the call with the Queen Jack of clubs.
Your
Pass.
partner wasn't very happy with me when I said that Jennifer was the best woman player in the world.
The best what?
Where did you say that at?
Remember at
Two players.
David Doubles?
Oh, yeah.
Who's
didn't
your
see
partner?
that.
Oh, Annette?
No, he was Andy was
Candidate.
Andy was his partner, and Jennifer was mine.
Oh, Annie.
I said, I'm just glad that I'm partnered with the best female poker player in the world.
Oh boy, she must have been.
Oh, she was steaming.
Because they're competitive though too.
Bet 4,000.
Andrews hits top pair on the flop. Antonius has a gut shot straight draw. Both of them trying to screen out Gavin Smith's chit chat.
You know that.
And that is good enough for the online qualifier to get it through.
Getting in there and getting your feet wet against the best in the world, man. Put up with that. You didn't even look at him. You weren't scared at all.
He was a little scared. He just didn't show it. That's his poker face. He has a poker face.
He wasn't scared.
It makes for good
Patrick,
TV.
he wasn't scared of you at all. No fear.
I couldn't see him.
Wasn't scared to talk.
And I don't want to like.
I'm scared to talk.
I don't want to upset you, Patrick. But earlier tonight when we were playing Chinese, he told me he was rooting for Der.
Pass.
He would what?
He told me he was rooting for Der.
With what? Oh,
I'm rooting for Der.
How many more hands?
Not against me, though.
Patrik Antonius referring to his famous poker duel with Tom de Douan.
Almost done. 10,000 hands, a lot of hands.
He'll want a duel with someone with ace-king.
But I watched some of the last. I watched some of the last session where you won $500,000 or whatever. He was really.
I didn't win that much.
But you won back 500, and he was gambling a lot though.
Yeah, he's been.
But like, why would he gamble so much when he's ahead? You know?
2 players.
Because he's dirt.
He Check.
Thinks he's so good, I guess. He just wants to win extra. He figures he's got it lined up.
You think that
If he gets
1,500.
well, I mean, he doesn't have to.
not 3-bet a lot.
No, he was 4-betting
Not 3 and
nothing
4-bet.
like, all the time,
Yeah.
making big pots. You know.
I mean, if you have something, you're like, why?
Raise to 3,600.
Doesn't have the room anymore. So at some point,
No, you just don't.
unless he keeps winning,
All in.
All in. And call.
And Patrik Antonius suddenly very likely to be our first casualty at the table.
King, you need anything less than a 10. Yeah,
Thomas.
And the dealer calling for tournament director Thomas Kremser to officiate this potentially crucial moment.
All in and call.
Patrick will pick up votes.
10 to 8.
There is no doubt in my mind that Patrick will pick up
King
votes.
deuce 10 top.
Jack, queen, king, or ace.
Turn card coming up, and it could finish this hand.
10.
One big.
Oh,
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Aces and kings. Might take the nuts.
Yeah, that would be
Second
sick.
I take the second nuts too. Let's see the river card.
But that 7 doesn't help, and Patrik Antonius, the fearless Finn, he departs in 6th place.
Good luck, everybody.
Thanks, Patrick.
You know what, Brian? I'll have you know, I've made a career out of knocking out the best people in the world. All right. They all put their pants on the same way as we do.
So with that elimination, Gavin Smith has established a healthy chip lead. Jennifer Tilley still in need of a double up.
Really lined right. They got to be like, like nice, perfect square. He would hate the 100, 300 level.
Raise
Tilley raises under the gun
1,100.
with the suited ace-9.
Pass.
Seed folds the better hand. And Andy Bloch has picked up a beautiful pair of hole cards on the button.
33.
Re-raised to 3,300. Pass.
He puts the pedal down.
Pass.
I can see you saying, why did she not go all in? Is it because she's uncertain about her hand? Is it because it's ultra strong? I'm going to go back to my old technique of going all in, because that was working for me. I'm pretty sure I have the best hand, but I cannot afford to play
I should have done that.
clever, raisy, limpy sort of things. All right. You should have done that? Did you say you should have done that?
You said I should have done that.
I should have done
And
that.
I said you should have.
Which means he had a huge hand.
Who had a huge hand?
That's what he's
Well,
trying
you know,
to
Yeah,
say.
that's what he's trying to imply. Yeah.
Jennifer Tilley getting an education from the best in the business. And if you'd like the challenge of trying to qualify online for this event, which we're covering on Channel 4, go to channel4.com/poker for details on this and Channel 4's coverage.
I like him.
I think he's a great guy, but I think I played every hand
All in.
poorly.
Pass.
I thought he was pretty.
I mean, if I was him, and I kept handing the cards over that I was doing to him in the situations,
3,000.
because it's ridiculous.
What'd you do?
I think a lot of it is because it turned out poorly, you know. But what do we got here?
3,000.
Huh?
3,000 all in.
Just Gavin Smith to get by.
So 2,400 more.
Yes.
So you can already surmise that my hand is not particularly good right now. But it's beating some of the hands you might have pushed in with.
Pass.
How do you know what I push in with?
Well, I assume you'd push in with like Jack 10 and Queen Jack and stuff like that. I had a king.
Only 900 chips in the middle, but for Jennifer, any win right now is good news.
Ah.
Or I think we got to the
It's
4
still all to play for here in the Poker Lounge in association with Full Tilt Poker. 5 players all vying for the $120,000 winner-takes-all prize pot.
And I have 3. So how many does that have? How many big blinds do I
And
have?
Gavin Smith has
3,000.
certainly upped his chances of taking that money away. He's found
5 big
pocket
blinds.
aces.
Am I in that zone that
Raise
Dan
to
Harrington
1,600.
says you should never get in? Am I in the dead zone?
Pass.
I might be.
He says that's 2 big blinds.
Okay, I'm not in the dead
2
zone.
rounds.
Pass.
That would be 1,800.
I'm the walking dead. 1, 2, 3. Oh, fear is a terrible thing.
Call.
Andy Bloch calls from the big blind, and little does he know how much trouble he's in here.
2 players. Check.
And that flop could spell disaster for Andy Bloch. He's hit top pair, top kicker.
Bet 2,200.
And that could just look like a continuation bet by Gavin Smith. Will Andy Bloch apply pressure himself?
All in.
All in. And call.
He's done it, and the call couldn't have come faster.
Not good. I would have to hit top there.
I really.
When he said that's not good, I thought he had you beat.
No,
I didn't. I've hung out with Andy long enough to know
that's not good for me.
Andy all in with
I'm
ace
familiar with his
9 on a
body
9-4 deuce
But then
flop,
when he
top
turned
pair,
up an ace, though.
and Gavin has over
I
pair,
thought it was
pair of
ace.
aces.
Would you call if I moved in pre-flop? At least give me a 3 or a 5. No,
10 is no help.
cannot chop.
He needs a 9. Let's see the river card, please. It's a 6.
That was close.
No dice, and we lose our
You can do it. I'll take
second player, Andy Bloch, out in 5th place.
I'll see you guys later.
But what difference does 10,000 make to you?
Okay, see you later.
Yep. I just feel like jumping through the window.
Oh, you should.
Hey, wait a second.
Whoa!
It's only 98 here.
It's a long way down.
Good thing there's thick glass,
When the dancing's all done.
because that would do it.
Seems like you raise every pot, but then when somebody tests you, you have kings, aces, whatever he had that, yeah, sad.
I'm going to show you a picture of my dog after we're done here, if you're still around.
All right.
'Cause your boyfriend took off on everybody today.
Yeah, after we're done here, I'm not going to be around. Guarantee you I'm going to be the sorest loser. I'm going to run out and demand a private car to take me back to
And how we
my luxurious suite.
I think you should just walk back to the suite.
I don't think so.
Pass.
That's where we.
That's what Maury Escondani told me. When you're not happy, walk. If there's something wrong, you should go
All
for a
in.
walk. She's all in.
Huck Seed folded ace-jack earlier to a raise all in from Tilly. He's not going to do it now. He's got pocket jacks.
2,000,
2,000?
exactly.
I'm gonna make it 3,500.
You must
Pass.
think I'm really unhappy that I have to walk all the way back to the hotel.
If you're happy, you should.
Ace.
All in with ace-6, ace of diamonds, 6 of
Ace.
spades.
Ace.
Huck
Ace,
shows a
ace.
pair of
Ace.
jacks.
Double me up. Ace of spades.
Club comes, queen, jack,
Oh,
Wait, we
no.
gotta change our route.
What do I need?
Change our
I
route.
need a
10,
king. 10 and a king.
10.
I'm
Six,
gonna do that thing where you get up to
6-6
leave.
coming, 6 of
Let's
diamonds.
see the
6
turn.
of
Wait, what do I need?
10.
Well, I need a.
6
10.
of diamonds.
No, I don't.
3 of diamonds,
You're really
Ace.
not focusing.
and queen.
You gave out before the river.
I know because I was drawing dead, wasn't I?
Oh, I didn't see the jack out there.
Goodbye, gentlemen. It was nice playing cards with you. Good luck. I'm rooting for you. I want you to go back to Wisconsin with $120,000. Not these
nice.
two
Really?
guys. They'll just
I want you
spoil
to
it all
walk back to the
gambling.
Celtic Manor.
Bye.
Welcome back. 3 contenders remain here in the Poker Lounge. Huckleberry Seed, Brian Andrews and Gavin Smith are battling it out for the $120,000 prize pot. Let's see how things unfold from here.
Right now, it is Canadian Gavin Smith who holds the advantage. He has more than half the money on the table. He might look like one of the Wurzels in his tweed cap, but make no mistake, he's one of the sharpest operators you'll see at the poker table.
Call. Raise 1,000 more. Call. 2 players. Check. Check.
The Queen, that gives them both 2 pairs.
Check.
Huckleberry Seed has the better kicker.
At 2,100. Call.
And that river card has given Smith the lead. I said he was good. He's lucky as well.
At 3,700. Pass.
So you said it didn't mean fold when I went forward.
I don't care. I don't want you to hold.
I know.
A little argument about whether Huck Seed folded or not. In fact, he did, and it was a brilliant fold. Time for Gavin Smith to have a chat with Millie.
You're gonna talk about that angle you just tried to throw there.
Join me. So there's been some familiar faces on the table today, players that you know quite well. Is that an advantage or a disadvantage? How does it work?
I don't think it's really an advantage to play against like Huck and Patrik and Andy and whatnot, so because they're all pretty good. I don't know Brian, but he already made me mad
Oh, really? Why?
because he made me call with a really bad hand.
So, but other than that, you've been playing pretty well. Are you feeling confident about the win tonight?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident, but I've been pretty fortunate with getting an awful lot of good hands here so far. I think it'll carry on though.
Good. Well, let's get back to it and see if it does carry on. Thank you very much.
Gavin eager to rejoin the fray.
Gavin always keeps it real in his interviews.
It's nice to get back to the table and find you've still got chips to stack.
Pocket 8s?
No.
King, queen.
Queen 8.
Queen 8? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Run 2 pair.
That was pretty brutal because I had a better queen.
No, you didn't. I don't believe you.
I've been believing you. Why wouldn't you believe me?
Because I'm telling the truth and you're not. That's a fairly big
Well,
difference.
if I'm not telling the truth, I guess I'll be living in a tent all World Series.
Raise at 2,100.
For the record, Huckleberry Seed was telling the truth. And as a reward, he's picked up a pretty decent hand. King, queen off. Smith has raised with the ace rag.
Call.
You like Eric Seidel? Doesn't want to show.
I'll show. After he goes out.
Pass. Two players.
Smith leads with a pair of aces. A gut shot draw for Huckleberry Seed.
Check.
Smith moves further ahead with 2 pair. Huck Seed's only hope now is a jack to make that straight.
Bet 35.
And having gone behind even further, he now bets out.
Raise to 15,000.
Well, Huckleberry Seed asked the question, and he's got a fairly definitive answer from our chip leader.
All right then.
Pass.
Gavin Smith goes from strength to strength.
Would you have played it the same way if you had the nuts?
If I had the nuts?
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is I think you were bluffing.
The blinds have now been raised to $500 and $1,000 here at the Poker Lounge in association with Full Tilt Poker. And that's the hand you want to see when you're short stacked. Black aces.
Raised to 2,300. Pass.
Brian Andrews might as well be at the bar at the moment for all the interest he's taking in the hands. Certainly biding his time, hoping one of these two chaps gets knocked out.
Call.
Smith makes the call with suited connectors.
Two players.
2 pairs for Gavin Smith.
10,000. All in.
The nut flush draw induces the all-in from Huckleberry Seed.
It is aces, ace of clubs, and ace of spades. And 9-8 is the hand for Gavin. Gavin is leading the hand with 2 pairs, 9s and 8s.
Huckleberry Seed actually a favourite here.
Ace, queen, and club. Or a running pair.
A queen,
But out.
or not 8. 7 of spades.
7, queen, or ace I need. Club.
Now it is Smith in the driving seat. But there is the club, and Huckleberry Seed makes his nut flush.
And doubles up.
He doubles through, and Gavin Smith
74.
looks stunned and slightly furious. If you'd like the challenge of trying to qualify online for this event, which we're covering on Channel 4, go to channel4.com/poker for details on this and Channel 4's coverage. On the button, Gavin Smith has King 8 off.
Raised to 2,800.
And like a good bullying chip leader, he ups the price.
Pass.
Online qualifier Brian Andrews has found a hand to play this time.
Call.
He makes the call, wary of tangling with the man in the cap.
2 players.
He's gone way in front.
Check.
Smith a big dog in this hand.
Bet 3,800.
The online qualifier surely not scared of the queen. With a big chip lead, Gavin Smith could be playing any cards.
Call.
He just makes the call. Didn't want to define it there and then. That 4 means that Gavin Smith is now drawing dead.
Check.
Gavin Smith puts another round in the clip and pulls the trigger.
5,200.
Just under half the pot. Putting his opponent to the test, but
Call.
Brian Andrews having none of it. He calls.
Check.
That puts a possible straight out there. Andrews checks. Now Gavin Smith has to be wary here. He's bet twice and been called twice. Nearly $25,000 real money in the middle.
Bet 10,700.
And that's less than half the pot. Trying to make it look like a value bet. Something that wants to be called. Brian Andrews grimacing. Going through agonies of indecision.
Call.
But that is a good call. And his
Pair of checks.
second pair good enough to win that hand. Our online qualifier held his nerve. Proof that anyone can win, even against the best in the world.
Did you guys think of a name yet?
If it's a boy, I think I'm going to name him after my brother. And if it's a girl, she can do whatever the hell she wants.
Sounds like you don't want a girl.
No, I mean, I'd be happy with a girl as long as it's healthy. I don't care what it is, but I don't care about the name. I'm sure she'll pick a fine name.
Pass.
I only feel strongly about a boy's name.
What if it's a transsexual?
Wow, that would be really weird.
What's so weird about that? There's a lot of those out there.
It would just
Very
be strange for your own child to be a transsexual.
How much is it total?
20,500. He told you right before.
Either you
the
got it
break.
or you don't. I mean, who
What?
cares how much it is? You got the best.
You got a good
hand,
memory,
you
but
know.
not very long.
Getting a small.
I'm kind of tired. I'm just thinking, do I gamble here?
You're the only one that slept last night. Why are you tired?
I didn't really sleep.
Oh, now you say that.
Gavin roughhousing a little with the amateur, trying to make him feel uncomfortable.
What do you got about ace six?
All in.
No, you got two overs.
Oh, you have a pair.
Yeah.
Well. I had to
Huck
sell
in
it.
hand is 9-8. 9 of spades, 8 of hearts.
If I knew you had that,
And Brian shows a pair of
I'd
trades.
you had queen eight this hand. Usually you raise that. Why didn't you raise
I
it?
just didn't feel like it.
How could you do that to me?
I didn't feel like it. I'm sorry, Huck.
If I hadn't been asking you those questions, you probably would have raised. But
I
I
know,
was
you
distracting
could've
you
asked me
about your son's name, and you didn't raise.
I know.
That cost me to be all in.
Well, what do you mean it cost you? You're probably going to win.
Let's see
You
the
ever
flop,
lost a race in
please.
your life?
I'm 42% here.
Nah, you're fine.
Flop comes 7,
Okay,
king,
good.
Oh, the
Jack
10.
Brazilian,
The
that's-
10 is working. 7.
raise and delete.
I need a
Huck
jack and a
leads
king
at 10,
running.
8, 1.
Jack and a king running. How about that?
I gotta
Let's see
fade
the
the
turn
world.
card, please.
The 10 comes.
Here's a 10
Goodbye.
Huckleberry
sir.
Seed called it, and he's made it straight.
and 5 on the river.
You're
Huck
a
doubles
lucky
up.
mofo, you know that, right?
I don't think I'd ever.
Folks are as good as the people now.
If Brian Andrews was feeling tired, I'm sure Gavin Smith's foghorn of a voice will soon wake him up.
Are you going to do this forever, or are you going to
Oh, I don't know.
be a
I've been playing
positive
for a
member of
while.
society
Seems like
at some
for-
point in your life? Because right now you're a
forever.
drain on society.
Seems like forever.
What are you going to donate all this money to if you win? Some kind of charity, right? Canadian.
You name it, man.
Canadian transsexual or something?
Why you gotta say Canadian? It's not cool.
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to get some charity for your country,
Raise
man.
is 6,000.
Not that they need it. They've been doing pretty well. You haven't done that once. You were playing nice.
I'm mad at you.
I see that. How much more you got? 26?
20.
You have absolutely nothing. This is, if I don't shove this in, it's just the dumbest play ever.
26.5.
See, if I shove it, no, that's all I win. How am I going to win more than that? Nothing, yeah, I guess there's no way. If I throw it away, will you still be mad at me?
They almost never call after they do that.
Are you still going to be mad at me if I throw it away?
I'll be still annoyed at you, but I won't be actually physically mad. It'll be a little bit small. Actually, I kind of want you to push.
Would you be mad if I had 2 queens here and did all that?
No. You'll be all right. It's posturing.
Well, did I have the best hand? No.
You were getting called? Probably only had one over. Probably had like queen 6 suited or something like that.
You had a pair.
10-7.
How you guys do it with these hands?
Paul Coffey.
Might have got there if it was suited.
This three-way battle's turning into a bit of a marathon here in the Poker Lounge in association with Full Tilt Poker.
65.
Raise to 6,500.
Brian Andrews, the online qualifier, bumps it up with an unpromising-looking 10-3.
All in.
All in.
And Gavin Smith, no nonsense, with a decent-looking ace.
Well, this could be my chance to get your chips again, Gavin.
Good point.
How much is it for me? I had to put in
27.
24 more.
Yep.
And then I'll still have this mighty stack left. Well, just because I'm so lucky against you,
Call.
Gavin, I'll do it.
Okay.
Well, he certainly has been lucky.
Let's have that on the button.
Pass.
How big are you?
Medium-sized pair.
That's what I figured.
Oh, that's good news for me. Oh, that's bad news. Hoping it's once
Gavin
you see the
Olin
first
with
nine.
ace-9 playing against Huck's pair of 9s.
So Gavin Smith looking for aces or spades.
Up comes 8, queen, 5.
And not much of either there.
Gavin needs an ace to stay alive. It's a deuce.
Now it has to be an ace. Only 3 outs, 1 card.
It's a trade.
Saw that nothing across.
Good luck, guys.
Good game, Gavin.
So Gavin Smith is gone, and we are heads up.
So a heads up, online qualifier Brian Andrews has a big challenge on his hands against heads up specialist Huckleberry Seed. Let's see how it unfolds.
1300 mark, for sure.
Certainly a big challenge for Brian Andrews, but also something of a dream come true. He's heads up and he has the chip lead against a former world champion.
That's why I didn't go, because I couldn't get a ticket till the last minute.
Brian Andrews
Just only call?
just calls, and Huckleberry Seed sounds mildly surprised by that. Players of his calibre are used to a lot of aggression heads up.
I still could have went though. I had to get there the day before. Check.
Huckleberry Seed checks bottom pair.
Bet 4,000.
He bets half the pot.
Oh.
And Huckleberry Seed calls at once. And he's glad he did, because he now has
Check.
trip deuces. He checks, hoping to induce a bet, but no, a check from Andrews.
Check.
Seed trying to trap,
Play the board.
but it doesn't work. All the same, he wins a decent sized pot.
Didn't think you were calling, so no, your shot was second. Good
Almost
check.
put in 84.
Huh? 8,400 you were?
Or 85.
Huckleberry Seed extracting a bit of information there. It has been a long slog. They've been playing plenty of poker, and you can excuse them for looking and feeling a bit battle weary. Huckleberry Seed on the button. That's the small blind heads up.
Oh.
5 more.
Raise 5,000 more. Call.
Correct raise by Brian Andrews. And in position, Huckleberry Seed says peel one off. And how's about that? He flops a flush.
65.
And Andrews is betting into him with middle pair. How is the master going to play this one?
Call.
Andrews doesn't look happy. He does look tired, though.
All in.
Andrews is drawing dead and he's gone all in.
Call.
That is not good. You flop it?
I flopped it, yeah.
All right. That's a good turn for you. Well, I knew you didn't have an ace, but...
Okay.
Yeah, I was rooting for no...
So Brian is all in with King 10.
Rooting for
With
no
a 7,
heart.
10, ace, deuce flop. So you got a pair of 10s. And Huck got a queen high flush. And that's a decision.
And that decision means that Huckleberry Seed is $120,000 richer.
So Huckleberry, that was a real roller coaster ride. Your chip stacks were up and down the whole time. How pleased are you to have finally come out on top?
Well, more pleased than I would be on a roller coaster. I really don't like roller coasters or thrill-seeking sports.
This is thrill-seeking.
Not for me, no. It's an intellectual game.
Fair enough.
I enjoy the game.
And who do you think your sort of biggest competition was out there tonight? Some really kind of tough players.
It was a tough table. You know, I had Patrik on my left, and Gavin got a hold of a lot of chips early, so he was the main competitor when he had that giant chip stack. And he tries really hard in these sit and goes and does well at them, so...
He was the tough one. Well, congratulations for coming through it. So, Huckleberry Seed finished top of the class this evening. Join us next time when 6 more of the world's best players will entertain us with another poker masterclass. Until next time, good night.
We're dealing in the Poker Lounge again next Tuesday at 5 past midnight. Well, next on 4, live action from the Big Brother house.